Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube? This is SEL0320 representing JVS. This is my first, and I'm so happy to actually be able to do this because I actually was supposed to be reviewing like the next season of the originals next year because I didn't want to kind of start it out of order, but I've been watching the originals and I've been loving it. Since season 1, I own season 1 and 2, and tonight's episode was genius. Like, whoever the creators are of the Vampire Diaries, because any person that was a fan of Vampire Diaries wanted to see the continuation of what Stefan's storyline was going to be with the arc of, well, with Klaus. And everybody knew who Klaus was since the 3rd season of Vampire Diaries. So, of course, that would make you want to watch this episode. So it's like the perfect bait and switch. But, I mean, it's a righteous show. It's an awesome show. So, this is my first reaction, non-spoiler review of episode 14 of 3rd season of the originals. So the name of this one was A Streetcar Named Desire. So this episode, it's a lot of different things going on. So I don't know where to begin. So you got Aurora and you got Tristan, the two brother and sister. They're in this kind of location, and you're starting to realize, okay, there's a huge plot now to basically try to rid the world of the originals, and they have this planned out to a T. And not just that, the sideline that Tristan has that came from Elijah is like they're plotting, I think what they call the skanks or shanks, I forgot. Dang, that sounds so bad. Either way, they have this really interesting plot that's going on, and because the fact is that Marcel is a part of the ranks of that to try to kind of weave his way in. But the thing is, Davina is on the search of trying to find any kind of possible way of not only breaking the sire line, but she's also trying to bring back Cole, who she loves. And it's a lot of different things that happened that I thought were really meaty, because even Freya in this episode, she gets to interact kind of like a fish out of water kind of situation with Stefan, with Lucien. And her and Lucian's scene was actually really funny. I actually liked their dynamics. It was weird. But having Stefan Salvatore interacting with Klaus Michaels, I don't know what it is, but even though, you know, Klaus is a terrible person, you know, and he made Stefan's life live in hell, essentially, they have such chemistry and history, because their relationship shadows and mimics Elijah and Klaus's relationship, him and Damon. And it's interesting to watch Stefan there, because he has some really great dialogue moments with Haley. And I actually really liked that, because it was like basically Stefan alluded to the fact of who he is, what he represents, and the reason why he's out there trying to save Klaus and his brother, as well as Haley for her own reason in her own right. And it defines the characters individually, even though they're from different shows, or they used to be, you know, they used to be on the same show, but now they have totally different franchises. And I loved it. I mean, even like Stefan interacting with the other people, it was crazy. But oh my gosh, the thing that is crazy is that the girl is still after Stefan. Raya is still after Stefan, and she will not stop. She will not stop at all. Man, I think a little drool came out. And I actually really love the fact of how they played everything and merged it all in together, because this episode cemented something that will change the effects of not just this show, but also the Vampire Diaries. And it's a lot of death, and there's a lot of destruction. And not just that, it's like, it's a fine line of justification of, is Klaus justified in the actions that he's doing? Or has he really paid the piper in this sense, you know? And not just that, the last episode of The Vampire Diaries, if you watched it, for whatever reason, Klaus Michelson is nowhere to be found like 3 years prior, which is around this same exact time frame. So do the originals get wiped out? I don't know. But maybe I might actually start doing some reviews. Let me know in the comment section below if y'all want me to actually start doing some non-spoiler reviews. I'm not going to go into a spoiler review because it's way too late, and I got a lot to do, because I've actually done, the first time ever, a culmination reaction where I actually reacted in the episode of The Vampire Diaries and in this one, back and forth. And I'm going to try to pull some of the key moments of the episodes, and I'm going to make them into one reaction, and hopefully it doesn't get taken down, because I got it limited around 15 minutes. Anyway, this was an awesome 2-hour premiere. This was a great episode of the originals. I mean, if I had to measure them both together as, you know, one whole arc, I would say this is a 10 out of 10. But I'd have to probably give like this one just individually 9.5 out of 10. Still a great episode. And so hopefully y'all enjoyed this non-spoiler review for the 14th episode of the 3rd season of the originals. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.